Welcome. Allow me to be the first on this little corner of YouTube to wish you all a happy National Dessert Day from the Thrift Store Rundown. Contrary to what you might believe, even though on the outside I look like a big dessert guy, and hey, I actually kinda am, if we were to meet each other face to face, you'd probably slam that in my face. Inside these four walls, I'm not actually a big dessert cookbook kind of guy. And the reason being, if I'm to buy a baking or dessert cookbook straight up, they have to really seriously stand out from the crowd. Save for these scrumptious looking cookies, the overall design of this Cook's Illustrated Holiday Baking issue from 2007, and yes, this scene is nearly 15 years old, makes this look like another face in the crowd. But if you were to happen upon this someday, and still give it a good clean shot, I bet you all of the oohs and ahs should still come popping out, much like my belt buckle, if I were to scoff down all of the sweet and savory treats that abound in here. But come on, it's the holidays! And yes, actually, after Halloween is when the holiday season will kick into full force, but still, to get you primed and ready to go, I'm reviewing this $1.99 purchase, which contains deep dish apple pie, pecan or pecan, or how about for the best of both worlds, pecan praline pie, chocolate butter and nut crescent cookies, Italian almond cake, the ultimate sticky buns, a crash course in chocolate, pumpkin nut bread, and anytime dinner rolls. All of this adding up to retail prices of $6.95 in the US and $7.95 in Canada. This was on display until January 28, 2008, long after the 2007 holiday season officially expired. I don't know if you guys are keeping count, but for me, it's been a month since I did an ATK review, and for me 30 days is way too long not to be breeding America's Test Kitchen, one of my all-time childhood heroes, home on a budget. I adore them, as it's no great secret around here. As you can see here above the Cook's Illustrated logo, this was originally priced at 50 cents. 50 cents? $1.99? I'm not complaining about the price difference that much, but yet, I still somehow feel slightly slighted. I guess I better cure my ailing woes with savoring my sweet tooth, which this issue is gonna help me do, as I bet it's gonna do for you. Let's get started. We're gonna highlight 5 recipes in here, plus a pie dough troubleshooting guide courtesy of the former head honcho of ATK and Cook's Illustrated, Christopher Kimball, who contributes not 1, but 2 recipes in here. I'll highlight one of his contributions after I highlight Erica Bruce's deep dish apple pie. She and the Test Kitchen team wanted mounds of tender, juicy apples in their deep dish pie. But first, she and the team had to wade through half-baked apples, soupy fillings, and sodden crust. They did so successfully, as you'll read about in the story that surrounds this black and white photograph. And all photography inside this cookbook, by the way, is black and white. You'll also read about which kind of apples are most suitable for this apple casing.
You're a moron!
Hey, we're all used to suffering through bad puns around the holiday table, right? Okay, and of course you get the recipe itself, which serves 8 to 10. And now it's on to this spiffy-looking fella, who's also known for his adorably bad puns, including such hits as bay leaf rot, and yeah, I remember those days, Christopher Kimball, who, as per usual, contributes a foreword about Vermont living. This time around, it's a touching foreword on how the simple pleasures of life can make us the most thankful, especially around the holidays. This is Christopher's real sweet potato pie. The problem with most sweet potato pies is that they are pumpkin pies in disguise. Our challenge was to create a blue ribbon dessert that still tasted like sweet potatoes. Let me summarize this up a la the Chris Kimball way. From America's Test Kitchen to your kitchen, a fabulous recipe for real sweet potato pie. And when I say fabulous, I mean fabulous, folks. And yes, he does. I think that's his all-time favorite adjective. Here's an honorable mention. Chocolate volcano cakes, courtesy of Susan Light. What does it take to make a sophisticated restaurant dessert at home? This stemmed from the chocolate volcano cake from It's All Restaurant in White House Station, New Jersey. Now, I don't know if that particular restaurant in White House Station, which has since closed, is the birthplace for chocolate volcano cake, or as it's more commonly referred to, chocolate lava cake, but I do know that whenever a restaurant or a recipe that stems from the Garden State gets a shout out in any Cooks Illustrated America's Test Kitchen Cooks Country application, you know that we tickled somebody's taste buds in the right way. We now move on to Christopher Kimball's Pie Dough 101 Troubleshooting Guide. Chris Kimball takes you through step-by-step black and white illustrations to streamline your pie dough prep. And by the way, you can find the pie dough recipe on page 23. Back to the recipes. We have here Bridget Lancaster's Southern Pecan, or Pecan, or however you want to say it, Praline Pie. This alternative to classic pecan pie can be gritty, taffy-like, and boozy. Bridget, a native of West Virginia, wanted a pie worthy of the holiday table, especially her holiday table. She's a native of the South, folks, and her Southern family adores this pie. She made a version here that's certainly more than past muster. And by the way, Bridget and Julia, I really can't choose between either of them. I adore them so much equally. Bridget has that spunk, and Julia is just so straightforward and lively. It's hard to choose. Julia Collin Davis said I love you just the same. And now, let's go ahead and break the mold and show you a savory application best suitable for brunch. The Best Keith Lorraine by Susan G. Purdy. How do you avoid a bland, watery custard and soggy crust? Well, if there are no other options, follow Susan's recipe in here. Of course, the predominant flavors in Keith Lorraine, aside from the eggs, are bacon and cheese. So we have here a tasty guide to the best supermarket bacon. And speaking of tastings and testings, of course you'll find all of those ingredients and equipment advice in the final few pages of this special issue. Kitchen notes, an assortment of miscellaneous kitchen notes to streamline your holiday baking from the Cooks Illustrated Test Kitchen, and a guide to better baking pans, 9 by 13-inch baking pans, courtesy of Adam Reed and Elizabeth Bomsey. Since it would make no sense for me to continue highlighting the black and white photography in here, let's just go ahead and show you all of the color photography on the opposite side of the back cover. And as I'm going through this rather slowly to tempt your taste buds, I want to tell you that it's not just desserts that you'll find in here. It's not just sweet goodies. We also have here recipes suitable for brunch, simple, straightforward baked goods like those anytime dinner rolls. And for the most part, a good chunk of the OG ATK cast contribute recipes in here, with the exception of Jack Bishop. So that's about it. Cooks Illustrated Holiday Baking for the 2007 holiday season. Despite its age, it's getting 5 claps. Why? Because you have to be half-baked to not like this.
You're a moron!
Thanks for watching TSR. Now, to see another awesome review like this one, click here. If you want to become a Hollywood bargain hunter, click here to subscribe. And I'll catch you on the thrift side.